What are the signs that someone's overtrained?
Yeah, so overtraining syndrome, it's an actual term. So some main signs that you're going to see with overtraining is going to be you have an increased resting heart rate. Perhaps, not in everybody, okay, but perhaps increase resting heart rate. Why? Well, that's telling me that the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest system, is not turning on, that the other system, the fight or flight system, is on too much, okay? So another thing is you're going to have some sleep disturbances, whether that's waking up frequently at night or you feel absolutely exhausted, but then you can't go to sleep. It's like this weird paradox. You're like, I am absolutely beat down and I just want rest and recovery, but you can't get it. It's because, once again, the sympathetic nervous system is on overdrive. As a upregulation of heart rate, blood pressure, epinephrine, adrenaline, those are released and it plays on the sympathetic nervous system to dial up heart rate and blood pressure and all these things to get us to perform at a high level. But when we do that too much, it can't come down off of that. Appetite dysregulation. I'm really hungry at these certain times that I'm not usually, and then I'm just don't have an appetite when I normally do. Your warm-up sets feel like you're maxing out. I have this story. One of my athletes, he trained with me for pretty much all years in high school, or 3 years, almost all the years. He was a football athlete and track. I had a good relationship with his parents. He came to train with me one night at the gym, and we're getting ready to max out on his bench. You know, we've been building up to it. And so he's warming up on bench, and I've trained him forever. And his warm-up weight is a grinder. And I'm like, what is going on here? You know, hey, how's your appetite been? Yeah, it's really weird. Usually I'm eating, the whole entire refrigerator at my house, but now it's like I'm really hungry, but then I go and then I start eating and I have no appetite. It's really weird. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, what's your sleep been looking like? I'm starting to get an idea what's going on here. All the signs and symptoms, okay? So I contact his mom. I'm like, this guy's bonking. Come to find out, his football coach was his PE coach, and he was ripping him in school with all this, strength training in PE. Then he was going to football practice, no telling how many hours per day, and then he was coming to me a couple times a week. And a couple times a week coming to me, that's fine. That's pretty minimum. But then when you're doing all this other stuff, now we're overdoing it. So I told his mom, you either need to cut the reps in half or cut the weight in half for 1 week, like an unload week. And then let's see what happens. So she emailed the PE coach / football coach, did what I said. The next week, he sprung up like a slingshot, and just... He blew up his bench. He hit over 200 pounds on bench. He hit over 400 pounds on his deadlift. The guy bounced back and came back with a bang. Yeah.
Do you believe in HRV monitors, Garmin's, Whoops, to monitor whether you're recovering or not?
I think it's a good tool. It's a tool. Everyone needs to know that there's a time and place for certain tools. Okay, some people are saying, oh, they're not that accurate. Well, the thing is if you consistently use them, you tried to have this kind of controlled environment where you're tracking it daily and having some consistency, then you're going to be able to take some data from it, okay? And the thing about it is it brings this heightened awareness to people that we've never had before. But there's also this other side of it that people can become too obsessed, and they can place their identity in how many steps that they achieved that day or how many calories they burned that day. So we want to be careful and not get obsessed, and we don't want to idolize these numbers and make our worth go right alongside these numbers. Also,
joints feeling bad, hurting, something like that? Not really. No.
Everybody's joints hurt every day in some way, shape, or form. Or they're feeling good, and then you start warming up, and they're feeling a little rusty, or vice versa.